Evan just told me this is full contact.
It is full contact. You're allowed to walk and check.
We just got to Minnesota, and our first stop is
An apple orchard, this little small farm, and they have a couple apple trees and some cows and all that. And it looks like the trees have a bunch of apples on them, so let's see if we can pick some.
We just got a little tour of the orchard from Mike, the owner, and Evan made us some great lunch. We've got a salad bag and some spicy veggie chicken nuggets. So after we eat, we're gonna head out into the orchard and see what we can pick. We got our first 2 apples. We didn't technically pick these. They were like resting on branches, so they might be a little overdone, but we're gonna try them. Do you want to only try one?
Yeah. Little mealy.
Little mealy, that's okay. This was our first one. This is just a practice run. This is such a fun time. We're just going up our first row of apples so far, and there are 3 that he said we could pick from out of his 6. So far we have this yellow guy.
So good.
Oh my gosh, it's great. Evan had the pro tip of picking this yellow one when it had a little bit of blush on it, and it worked out great. That was such a fun experience. There were 6 rows of apples, and the owner of the orchard was like, well, we've harvested most everything, but whatever's left you can have. And there's plenty. So we ended up we tasted a couple while we were in the orchard, and then we bagged 6 apples to take for later, because we think we're gonna come across quite a few more apple opportunities later on. So 6 apples will last us 3 days, and then we'll see what we come across next. But for now, we're gonna enjoy the rest of our time in Minnesota. This was a really great first stop. We just spent a while at the orchard doing some work, and I was doing some editing, and now we just drove like 20 minutes away to this nice lake. So I've got dinner on the stove over here, and yeah, we're just gonna enjoy the view of the lake while we eat some macaroni with chicken and tuna. Woke up and got ready, got the van all packed up. What'd you make us for breakfast today?
More PB&J. We gotta move through this bread. It can't last forever, so lots of PB&Js.
Yeah. So we are now on the way to Minneapolis. We've got a bit of a maintenance day. We're gonna do some laundry, and we've got to wash the van. We're having some sort of issue with flies being attracted to the grill of the van, so it's pretty gross. So we're gonna do those 2 things, and once we get to Minneapolis. We are in Minneapolis. This is actually our 2nd day here. Yesterday I didn't film a lot. I was sick of filming, but so I caught up on some editing though, but we had a fun time. The highlight of yesterday was definitely these Nepalese momo dumplings. They had no business being that good. Oh my gosh, we are already trying to figure out where we can find more. I kind of want to go back to that same spot again. So anyway, this is Minneapolis day 2. What is our first stop?
So we're going to go to Minnehaha Falls. It's this big waterfall that's like right in the center of the city. There seems to be a lot of green space and parks and lakes within the city. So that's like a big one that everyone talks about. So we're gonna check that out.
We are finishing up our walk around Minnehaha Falls. There's a bug flying around my ear. It's okay. The leaves are changing. It's very beautiful. The park is super well maintained too, which is nice, good accessibility. And we made a little donation to this like preserving green spaces in Minneapolis thing. So that was very nice too. Now we're gonna lock in and work for a little bit so that we can go into the rest of this trip, not having to worry about work at school. Stopped for lunch. We were jonesing for those momos again. So we just got some. I got the vegetarian ones and Evan got meat. We had a rough afternoon after we ate our dumplings. We will spare you the details, but we essentially witnessed a hit and run that resulted in a medical emergency. It was terrible. So we're both pretty shaken up. We sat and worked for a little bit, and now we're gonna walk through the Mall of America at Evan's request because he's never been here.
It's a big mall, so they have a roller coaster in here, so it'd be cool to see that inside a mall. Got little dirty sodas, a little second try after we messed it up in Utah. So we got another chance. It's very good. A little creamsicle one. So we got some cherry Pepsi kind of thing. Good?
Oh, it's good, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What did you get in Colorado? You got like a Fresca thing?
Yeah, a weird Fresca passion fruit pineapple thing. It wasn't great. This is very nice. It's like a real, actual good creamsicle flavor. It's very nice.
We didn't intend to do this when we got here, but they were running a buy one get one promotion on unlimited ride wristbands. So instead of these costing $100, it's $50 for both of our wristbands. So we're about to go ride what?
SpongeBob something.
Rode our first two roller coasters. Both were pretty scary. Evan's handling them like a champ, but I'm pretty scared.
The last one, the SpongeBob one, went upside down, and Joey doesn't like upside down.
I'm fine with upside down. I'm fine with speed. It's the going straight up, looking at the ceiling, and then looking straight down. Didn't like that. But
fun.
I think the next thing we have is like the children's swings. That should be more my speed. I got myself nice and nauseous riding all these rides, so we're doing a little palate cleanser with this little train ride that just goes around in a loop. We're about to ride the log chute. This is a bonus ride. Why?
It was supposed to be out of service today, but I guess they finished the repairs on it or something, so we're gonna hop right on it. We're at the end of the night. We got one more ride to do. It's one of those shooter games. So you go on a little track and you shoot at the targets. And I'm usually pretty good at these, but we'll see if Joey stands a chance.
Evan just told me this is full contact.
It is full contact. You're allowed to block and check.
This is our last morning in Minnesota. We wrapped up at the Mall of America yesterday with our intense little laser tag car ride game, which was very fun. Each of us won one round, so it was good. We tied. Yeah, so we spent 2 nights out that same Harvest host. The guy Richard was very nice, gave some recommendations, and we mostly followed what he said. And we're about to hit the road in just a minute. We want to tell you our favorite parts of Minnesota. Mine were those dumplings that I know I've mentioned like 3 times in this video. They were fantastic. What's yours?
I liked the amusement park in the mall, the Nintendo World. It was pretty fun. Had some decent rides in there. It was a great deal. It was like $25 a pop for 2-3 hours of entertainment. So that was a really fun time for us.
All the Nickelodeon themed stuff, and you like the SpongeBob thing?
Yeah,
that a couple times.
Felt like a kid again.
I got so queasy, but
yeah,
it was a great time. Thanks, Minnesota. We're in Wisconsin. Our first stop is the House on the Rock. This came recommended from our last Harvest host, so we made an impromptu stop here, and we're gonna look around. the second part of the house now. The first part was fine. There was some cool stuff in there, but honestly, I was like, I don't know if this is worth the price of admission. But now that we're in the second part, it's pretty amazing. What do you think?
There's just so much to see. Like everyone has like a little collection of something. This guy has like a huge collection of everything.
We just left section 2 and entered section 3. I thought that was the finale. I thought the carousel, we were done. So now we are descending deeper into this museum house.
Like we're seeing into this guy's mind a little bit, and I don't know, we'll see how it goes.
It's kind of like a fever dream. We just wrapped up, finished up the third room, and when we got back outside, it's like hard to believe that this was the building we were in. Just this very unsuspecting green wooden structure, and all of that whimsy is inside. We finished lunch, and now we are at Cave of the Mounds. Tell us about it.
It's a cave. We got a little ticket to do a tour in the cave. They have tour guides down there who were going to tell us about the cave. It's supposed to be a bunch of different formations and gemstones and jewels of sorts, so we'll check it out.
We're down in the cave. They had us enter in with like 15 other people, and then we had to get a quick first step on him so he could get out of the pack. But now we're enjoying it.
Because the ones that belong on the floor are solid, like this guy. This is also broken up by a river. And if you put the black light on it, it's very reactive, and you can get super close to it. There you go. Wow. From the ceiling. They think it fell from here, and that the river would have been strong enough
Flip it over.
to slowly flip it over, like thousands of years.
Wow.
Right? But here's what's really neat. These are hollow, so these are from the ceiling. This guy's solid. That's a stalagmite that grew on it after.
Wow, okay.
Right? And this one looks like the back of a parrot.
We just finished walking through the cave, and it was really neat, specifically to see the difference between this and Wind Cave, because they were formed totally differently. So yeah, we're glad we made the stop here. Admittedly, we did kind of speed run the cave because we are still about 2 hours away from our main attraction in Wisconsin. We spent our last 2 days in Wisconsin with our St. Thomas friends, Amy and Brad. Amy showed us all around Sheboygan and Kohler, Brad made us a wonderful dinner,
and they sent us off with some homemade sourdough bread and fresh baked cookies. As much as we love being in the van, this was a much needed break, and we are so grateful for them hosting us for a few days.